Nerderotic.com.
Good news for Star Trek fans and bad news for DCEU fans because J.J. Abrams is done ruining one thing and going on to ruin another. And I am truly sorry to the DC fans. And I know some of you are going to be excited about this. Don't be. Just don't be. Look what he's done to Star Wars. Look what he's done to Star Trek. Look what he did to Westworld. But there's nothing we can do about it now, and I'm truly depressed for DCEU fans because DC comic book fans are great, and you guys deserve so much better. But from Cosmic Book News, Matt McGloin, exclusive, J.J. Abrams taking on Superman and Green Lantern. Damn it. While Warner Brothers chose to sit out of Comic-Con, the talk around town in San Diego was all about the DCEU and Crisis on Infinite Earths, and now I have learned that J.J. Abrams will be taking on both Superman and Green Lantern. My understanding is that a big reason why J.J. Abrams recently signed that mega deal with Warner Brothers is that he wants to tackle and destroy the DC movie characters. Abrams was actually attached to Superman Flyby years ago. That script was awful. Read it. And that he is going to do movies for Superman and Green Lantern first, confirming my speculation from last month. The writer's speculation, not mine. I've also been told that J.J. Abrams' wife, producer Katie McGrath, also founder of the Time's Up era of Hollywood, was responsible for getting Ann Sarnoff named as the new chair and CEO of Warner Brothers because the other CEO was Me Too'd right out of the building. Coincidence? In my opinion, I think not. That's not all, as guess who is best buds with Abrams? Yep, that Batman director Matt Reeves, and I talked about this last week, that JJ's hands were already in the DCEU. Matt Reeves directed Cloverfield. He is like, J.J. Abrams is like a virus all over Hollywood. He is in everything genre now. He's not Spielberg, people. He's not. He's not even Spielberg light. So we see now everything adds up. J.J. Abrams has big plans for DC. It's known that the WB passed on Mission Impossible director Chris McQuarrie and Henry Cavill's Superman pitch for a Man of Steel 2 and Green Lantern, which according to what I have been told is because of Abrams' own plans. I don't have specifics about what Abrams is going to do with Superman, screw it up, and Green Lantern, screw that up as well. But the question of Henry Cavill did come up, and it does seem to be that Abrams is leaning toward casting a younger actor as Superman to go along with Robert Pattinson as the new Batman. Superman can't be older than Batman, is what I have been told. Henry Cavill is actually only 3 years older than Robert Pattinson, but possibly by the time J.J. Abrams gets a new Superman movie off the ground, Cavill could age more, and Robert Pattinson isn't aging because he really is a vampire. Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. Cavill could be nearing 40, while the 33-year-old Pattinson will start filming on The Batman at the end of this year or early next year and is slated for a trilogy. Wow. This is terrible, terrible, terrible news. But it's great news for Star Trek fans. It really is. I'm a little torn on this one. According to my insider, at 12 p.m. Pacific time today, J.J. Abrams is no longer in charge of Star Trek at Paramount. I don't know if that's true. Consider that a rumor at this point. But once I get some verification, I will bring it to you. That said, the talk at Comic-Con did lead to basically everyone agreeing that Henry Cavill is a great Superman, which I agree with. I think he should stay Superman. And that he will be very difficult to replace. I suppose if there is some sort of fan campaign similar to release the Snyder Cut, then nothing will happen because they haven't released the Snyder Cut. To keep Henry Cavill as Superman, that it couldn't hurt. Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. It's known Henry wants to stick around the DCEU as Superman and that he is loved by the fans, so maybe Abrams will take that into consideration. I've also been told that the creatives and such at the WB would like to do another Justice League movie, but that they are trying to get the rights and are instead presently focusing on character-driven movies. Why would the WB need to get rights to a Justice League movie? That seems really odd to me, that they own everything. Why would they need to get rights unless they have a contract with Zack Snyder, kind of similar to Star Trek having a contract with Alex Kurtzman, and they can't get rid of him either. So maybe that's what's going on there. I don't really know, But again, if I hear anything, I will pass it on to you. But maybe they just want to wait. Maybe they want to build up to a Justice League movie, which would be the smart thing to do. But considering J.J. Abrams is involved, I doubt we'll get that. Mr. I want dessert first on everything. He will just put a nice little veneer on it, a shine, some lens flares, and you will have Mystery Box Superman and Mystery Box Green Lantern, which I doubt J.J. Abrams will stick around to direct all 3 movies or see the trilogy all the way through. He'll go on to another project at Warner Brothers. The guy has the attention span of a gnat on crystal meth, but I'm sorry, DC fans. I know you're probably going to be excited about this, but your architect for the DCEU is J.J. Abrams. I was liking James Gunn being the architect when that rumor was out there much more than this. So this is horrible, horrible news. But again, great news for Star Trek fans. I'm torn on this one because DC comic fans, like I said before, you deserve so much better. They are some of the most loyal fans I have ever seen. Now, if you're new to the channel, you might not understand, but if you've been here for a while, I'm going to pull up the meme and let's all say it together. I ran a comic shop in San Francisco for 10 years, and the DC fans were the most loyal fans, a lot more loyal than Marvel Comics fans, and I am a Marvel Comics fan. So this is the destroyer of Star Wars, the destroyer of Star Trek. He can't finish anything. Anything he has his hands in, it doesn't finish. Look at Alias, look at Lost, look at Westworld right now. Oh, and his wife created the Time's Up movement too. And it just so happened that they got their friend in as CEO. Again, I don't think this is a coincidence in my opinion, but it remains to be seen. Maybe he'll change his ways. Maybe he'll come out with something good. The best J.J. Abrams has ever done, in my opinion, is average. He's done Fringe, which was okay. The first season of Alias was pretty good. And I'm trying to think, the Star Trek 2009 movie had a great cast. That's the nicest thing I can say. And The Force Awakens wasn't as bad as The Last Jedi, but Episode 9 might be worse than both of them. DC fans, again, I'm sorry to bring you bad news. Like, share, and subscribe. Everybody have a great day, and may the free folks sing songs of your greatness.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.